Just had another person pull over on the side of the road, tell me that I shouldn't be walking out here, especially at night. They said that I should keep a weapon on me. Needless to say, I'm sufficiently spooked. We are entering the dreaded stretch of highway walking. I'm really crossing my fingers that everything goes well. I don't want to arouse any negative suspicion or get stopped on the road or fined. Here we go. Is this gonna stay? Ooh, precariously balanced, but 12 and a half miles in for the day. 23, I think, in total today to get to the Petrified National Forest, which is where I'll be camping tonight. I think I've just found on the map a little back road, and it might be the remnants of Route 66. If it's still a functional road, if not, then I might have to turn back. Did a little bit of that today. Had to retrace my steps about a mile to find this entrance to this road that I'm talking about. But it's not so bad. Just a lot of walking, you know? In other news, I have officially fixed the tire. So it's not leaking air anymore, which I'm pretty stoked about. The last week has been a bit of a inconvenient, stopping every few miles to refill the tire, but we are in good shape, so ready to attack the rest of the day. Just scarfed down a burrito that I had left over and some Rice Krispie treats for that quick carb. My energy levels are good. What you're looking at right now are some of the remnants of Route 66 before I-40 sort of took over. I think in about 15 miles it does merge into a road that is called Old Route 66. I think this used to be part of it, at least up through Albuquerque, through Texas and Oklahoma, I think. I'm not super confident that I'll be able to get off this road. I keep seeing signs that say no outlet, but I just went because I've already gone pretty far, like 4 miles up this road. We're all enclosed in by barbed wire, so we'll see. We will see. Kind of sketchy.
Sorry for the non-update yesterday. I finished the day up at 25 miles on the highway, so I didn't really want to record, and it was getting dark. I had to keep my awareness up. 7:30 a.m. on day 42. There's a nearby diner I think I'm gonna stop in, fuel up before I hit the road. They open at 8. So in the next 30 minutes I'm gonna start packing up. Slept okay. Sleeping bag liner does a huge difference to the warmth. I wasn't cold, really. Not nearly as much as the other night, so I was actually able to sleep. Yeah. I'm in Petrified Forest National Park. Fortunately, won't be able to do any exploring here, but I looked at pictures and it was really stunning. So I can see the mountains from the distance. There's some small hills here, but they're beautifully carved out of the earth. Very nice coloring. Yeah, I could say I've been here, but I'll come back here maybe one day. Maybe not though.
It's a bummer that I won't be able to explore this place. This video is really hyping it up. Lots of petroglyphs, history in the painted hills. But you could see that from the distance from the highway. So I do feel like I saw it a bit, which is pretty cool. One day maybe I'll come back. Petrified Forest National Park. Learned a couple things about you. Fossils of the trees are anywhere between 120 and 200 million years old. Trees are remnants from forests that were formed during Pangea. And at the time of Pangea, this area that I'm in, called the Colorado Plateau, located at longitude of about where Costa Rica is. So this place was vegetated similarly to Costa Rica with jungles, river systems, probably an abundance of wildlife and dinosaurs. So they're uncovering dinosaur bones here all the time. All these different fossils that date back so many millions of years ago. But yeah, at the time, it's crazy. This place used to look like Costa Rica. Crazy how much time can change things. It's windy out here on I-40. Headwind. Big push. Let's go. Just had my first run-in with a state trooper. Luckily, I was not walking at the time. I'm eating lunch. But he came up to me and asked me, like, what are you doing? So I told him I'm walking across the US. I didn't really elaborate on it. He said, you know you're not supposed to be walking on the interstate, right? I just played dumb. I was like, oh, I did not know that. Obviously, like, yeah, I told him that, I don't know, I have 10 more miles up the road until I get off to Chambers, which is where I can find a service road. Looked not happy about it. Said that since I'm actually not currently walking at the moment, they're not gonna do anything. But apparently people have been calling for the past 2 days saying that there's been someone walking on the interstate and they think I have a baby in my carriage, which is understandable. Yeah, I told him I'm gonna get off as soon as I can to the service road in Chambers. Yeah, not ideal. I was sort of reminiscing this morning that I'm surprised that nobody has pulled over to stop me and tell me that I can't do this. Can't worry about it. I can only do what I can do, which is get to the next place, get on the service road when I can. That was a pretty mentally draining day. That conversation I had with the state trooper before. 12 miles on the highway after I was told I couldn't walk on the highway. But tomorrow we have a frontage road, a service road that we can walk on for a majority of the day in an okay space now. But yeah, that was a little stressful. I didn't really love that. I haven't really been recording as much as I wanted to the past couple days. All the highway walking's been a little bit stressful, but today on the back roads, so the frontage roads, I've mapped out sort of a more or less a roundabout way. It's gonna add a couple miles to my total mileage, but I think it's better than being on the highway and breaking the law and feel like I'm being watched and monitored by people. I don't really like that. As people drive by, literally every car is like neck craned, mouth open, gawking out the window. I'm like, come on, really? Today I'll be on the frontage roads. It'll be a little bit chiller, camping out tonight, and then tomorrow night staying at this Route 66 historic hotel that is allegedly haunted. Stay tuned. And we're off. That right there is I-40. The highway that I've been walking on for the past 2 days. Did about 50, a little more than 50 miles on it. Kind of mind-boggling because it's so busy. Last night for dinner, there was this Indian restaurant. I got some curry and I paired it with an old burrito that I was hanging on to. And I might come to regret that combination of food. We'll see. At least I'm off the highway and something happens, something happens. Can't really plan against it. Back on paved roads. Had to take a 2-mile detour around sort of hilly area you can kind of see here. If I want to stay off the highways, I'm gonna have to walk a little bit farther. That's just sort of the agreement that I have with myself now. But smooth sailing, crossing my fingers. This road stretches pretty far. Should get me all the way into New Mexico. Hopefully. Just received nice snack treat. Nice lady that pulled over and asked me if I needed anything else. Thank you. I'm definitely gonna eat these, but I'm hoping that it doesn't add to the crock pot that's stewing in my stomach right now. I ate those Cheetos. Let's just say crock pot has been fueled. I have to say, the people here on the eastern border of Arizona have been the friendliest people that I have encountered this whole trip. Today alone, I had around 10 cars stop as they were passing me, asking if I was okay, offering me food, water, and rides, and just stopping to talk. I don't know if I look like a crazy person, but I just smile so hard when I have these conversations with these genuine people, because it's interactions like that that make days like this, long days through a lot of nothing, go by quicker and make me feel better about the whole thing. So if you're watching this, thank you for being so kind and genuine and taking the time to stop to check on me. Really, I truly mean that. There was a girl, maybe around my age, her name was Haley, that stopped to ask if I was all right, if I needed anything, offering me a ride to the next town that I was going to stay at. I said no, but I explained to her that I was walking across the country, taking every step, and she was like, okay. And then she warned me about skinwalkers. I've heard legends, I've heard stories, I've listened to podcasts about supernatural events out here in the desert, especially on some reservation lands. I asked her, are there any measures I can take to make sure that I'm entering these spaces respectfully and in peace? And she said, yeah, they might check you out, curious why there's somebody new on this land. Just be yourself, be respectful, and you'll be okay. Same could be said, I guess, you travel anywhere. You hold a lot of respect and gratitude, carry yourself in a way that doesn't rub people the wrong way, and I think you'll be all right. It's good to know that supernatural entities somewhat similar to us. Again, thank you to everybody that stopped. Guys, I made a decision. I'm gonna try to hit 30 miles today, at least 28 to get to this rest stop that's up the road. I was advised not to camp in this area for safety reasons, for spiritual reasons. I think I'm gonna respect that, and I'm just gonna keep going through the night a little bit, really push it. There's some beautiful land that I could have camped out back there. With all this skinwalker talk, I was not trying to be alone, so I think I'm gonna camp a little bit closer to a rest stop up the road. That's the plan. About to throw my headlamp on. A couple more hours to go. Feeling pretty good, so I mean, maybe we even go farther than 30, I don't know. We'll see. I took some Tylenol, my foot pain has subsided, so feeling like a brand new man. I just had another person pull over on the side of the road and tell me that I shouldn't be walking out here, especially at night. They said that I should keep a weapon on me. Needless to say, I'm sufficiently spooked. Going to power through, try really hard to not run into anything that I shouldn't be getting myself into. Can't lie, guys. This is probably the sketchiest sleep that I've had. Honestly, just because of what people told me before, I was walking through this place like not a care in the world. Like, this place is awesome, the people are so nice. But from what I hear, literally someone told me that I should walk around with a weapon at all times. That's not really something you want to hear when you're about to camp out and it's dark outside. So wish me luck. I'll check in tomorrow morning. I picked a place to camp a little bit off the road, between the highway and the frontage road, so fingers crossed. That was not so great. A night's sleep. Had some weird stuff happening. First of all, there was a horse or something that walked up to my tent last night and started snorting, which kind of was just annoying because it's sniffing my tent. But then at like 1:30, I just hear this whispering in my ear. It sounded like this older woman coming from my left side. That was freaky, and I could not go to bed after that. I stayed up from 1:30. That happened at 1:30 to like 4. This is creepy. People warned me about skinwalkers last night, so that's a little bit of a weird one. I can finally say we have crossed Arizona. This has been a very educational segment of the trip. Sort of finding out what works, what doesn't. You know, this is my first 100% solo state, because last state I had, California, I had my dad there for the first few days, and then my brother came for the next few days. So I was with somebody up until like day 10 or 11. Yeah, Arizona completely alone. It was a grind. There were hard parts. There were nice parts too. Beautiful scenery, some spooky moments. Well on our way to Albuquerque. I think we have about 160, maybe 150 miles left. I'm hoping to cross New Mexico at a bit of a faster pace than what I did Arizona. Arizona had a lot of up and down elevation, a lot of winding roads through the mountains. The roads didn't necessarily connect straight east to west. A lot of the time I had to go south, then east, then north, then east. A little bit more of a roundabout way to get across the state. New Mexico though, I-40 cuts through the heart of it. That's how I'll be getting across. I'll have to do some highway walking, some back road walking, some old Route 66 walking. I'm excited to get out of the desert. This morning with the whole supernatural experience and the cold and the wind last night and the stealth camping in a dangerous place caused me to crash out a little bit this morning. In a week or so, one of my best friends, Manoli, is coming out. We're gonna take some time off, do some exploring with the car, and then directly after that, my mom is coming as car support, so that'll be really nice. Hopefully I can carve out a good chunk of New Mexico, maybe like the middle third with her here with no stroller, no backpack that I have to carry, so I can just grind it out. We have made it to Gallup. First impressions. Streets are pretty empty. There's not a lot of people walking around. From what I read online, this place has a higher crime rate than the national average based on what statistics, I don't know. But as you can see, every store has metal bars on all the windows. Might be something to that, but it seems a little like a kooky town. Lots of colors, lots of murals. We'll see. Route 66, that's what we've been walking on for the past day. Thought it would be a little bit more Route 66-y, you know what I'm saying? More flashy, but I guess not. Day 44, it's history. Just kidding, it's still day 44 technically. Staying at this hotel that apparently is historic in the sense that a lot of famous people used to come here when they were shooting westerns out here. At least that's what I was told. Cool sunset in the distance. Showered off. Feeling a little bit better after that shower, but I'm still gonna take tomorrow to recoup. Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Keep the pancake train going. Except the flapjacks.
We are on the road once again. Got about 5 more days, 6 more days till I hit Albuquerque. Continuing to walk in some not super great areas. That being said, I can choose to go forward, being afraid, being nervous, watching my back at all times, or I can surrender to this uncertainty and be brave about it and still be weary about my surroundings, but don't let myself get too in my head about things. Taking a break under a bridge. We've done about probably close to 4 miles today so far. At this point of the walk, it's less about the miles, more about staying safe. This right here is a beautiful sight to behold. Closed lane means no stress walking. These two guys in hoods and hats and masks have been following me for the past few miles. They're still behind me, maybe like half a mile away. My pace is faster than theirs. Been able to outpace them a little bit. Kind of excited to get on the highway now. I saw them up the road. I passed them initially. When I was about half a mile away, they noticed I was behind them and they sort of stopped and pulled over a little bit and just watched me as I passed them. Then they asked me if I had any water. I said, yeah, but I kind of need it. But then I offered them some fruit, some bananas and oranges. Luckily I have a decent amount, so I didn't give them everything, but I was calm. I was upfront with them. I wasn't that scared. I was just kind of like, another thing I gotta think about right now. That being said, they still are behind me and they're kind of swaying in and out of the road. I don't know, they're just a little suspect. My gut feeling about them was not great. I don't think I'm gonna stop for lunch today. I'm just gonna keep on the move. I don't think they're gonna follow me onto the highway, and if they do, good luck, Charlie. Alright, I'm pretty sure they stopped following me. At least I can't see them anymore. I can tell when I talk to them, they're sizing me up a little bit, like figuring out what to do with me, I think. Luckily, my olive branch of bananas and oranges softened them up a little bit. They didn't try anything. I don't know. I don't want to pass judgment because they actually didn't do anything wrong. Just a weird gut feeling. And I stand corrected. They are back on my trail. I don't know why they can't just chill out. Maybe I'm just tweaking. Maybe they're not even following me, but they're just going their own way. We just happen to be going in the same direction. I don't know. Not really loving their whole vibe. There's road work. No shoulder on the highway. I can't cross it. There's this dirt path that runs parallel, but it stops like right before it passes over the hill. I might have to call the police and just have them pick me up. For a moment, it kind of felt like the world was exploding, but we're good now. Troubleshooting a little bit. Have a few options. Either backtrack 5 miles to the truck stop that I passed and get a ride there past this area, which is not a bad backup plan. I'm still considering that one. Plan B, be call the police, have them come pick me up. They'll probably just bring me back to their station, like 20 miles back to where I started the day, and maybe even find me because it is illegal to walk on this highway. I really want to avoid that option. Plan C, my friend, now friend, Haley, is willing to drive me tomorrow. I think I'm gonna take that option. I feel like I did make some progress today, and I can kind of call it a little bit early, set up camp down this dirt road that I've been up and down like 3 times now, trying to figure out a way to get past this area. Now the question is, do I make this my first official bridge sleep? I think so. Let's do it. Fuck. Alright. Fashioning a barricade. Stuff that I found out here. Because it makes me feel better knowing that nothing is gonna come at me from this side. If something does come at me, it'll only come from my front. Place seems like it's pretty abandoned. Nobody is checking this place out anytime soon. Knock on wood. Yep, wait till tomorrow. Wait for Haley. Shout out Haley, you lifesaver. Seriously. Just like that, we have set up camp. Sleeping under a bridge. I wish I had a soccer ball or something. It's a perfect concrete wall right there that I can just play wall ball on. Or guitar. I've been missing guitar a lot. And there's a lot of things I miss out here. What else? Show you a little bit around the site. Up that way is where I came in. This is, I'm not sure what this is. It's our concrete wall. Maybe, I don't know. Actually, don't know why.
Yeah, 27 years. He started out 1998 in class 27. So a lot of crazy people.
Yeah, seriously.
Not just you.
Yeah, not just me. It's like you can
okay.
take it apart like this, and
Oh,
you
okay.
can with some metal. If there's any metal, you could kind of just
Okay.
it
Oh,
sticks
okay.
magnetically.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah,
Hey,
Hey.
my name is David,
David.
and this is Leisure Lodge.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you, David.
thank you so much. So,
On paper, you know, you might be in a place that people say has a reputation of being a certain way. You have to trust to your own experiences, your own instincts. And yeah, if there's a place that is a little bit suspect, then stay away. But there's good people everywhere, and there's really good people in a lot of the places that have bad reputations. I did my math wrong. 2 full days ahead of schedule. I wanted to arrive in Albuquerque on March 17th, which is when my friend Manoli is gonna get into town. If I leave Grants today, I'll arrive on the 15th, the night of the 15th. Instead of paying extra money in a city like Albuquerque, a bigger city, 2 more nights, I am going to stay a night in this cheaper motel in Grants. Literally like $40 a night, which is unbelievable compared to other prices. Yeah, I'm gonna stay an extra night, take today as a rest day, work day, and then hit the road again tomorrow and try to arrive hopefully on the 16th. Welcome to day 49 of walking across America. We just left Grants, well on our way to Albuquerque. We have 31 miles to do today. The longest stretch of walking I've done thus far. No better way to commemorate it than with a good long break in a couple days. A lot of dogs out here, I will say. So far, they're all talk, all bark, no bite, but I don't really want to bet on one getting me. Some of them are big. A lot of them are small, but some of them are pretty big. Shout out to Marco for buying me a Subway sandwich. Very nice. Stumbled into the store to get some water, and he asked me what I was doing because I was wearing my backpack. Yeah, he just bought me a nice sandwich to get me through the day. It's nice. I don't have to eat tuna. I was planning on doing just tuna. Sandwich is nice. Thank you, Marco. We're in a town that nobody here in New Mexico really even knows. I was pointing it out on the map to people before I left town, just kind of inquiring like, oh, is it cool to walk this way. Like, will I run into anything? They were like, we don't even know where that is. But there's a bike path. It makes no sense. This is what's been motivating me for the past 30 miles. On days like this, I think I burned close to 4,000 calories, so it's kind of hard to replenish what I burn, but no better way to do it than some tasty but junk food. What a long day. Good day, long day. On the road, heading to Albuquerque, only 16 miles today. It's a bit on the windier side of things today. When the gusts come, they come pretty strong, blowing from my left to my right. Occasionally I'm pushed into the road here. I was warned a little bit actually yesterday by a police officer saying that I shouldn't explore too much by myself in Albuquerque at night. The windstorm is kicking up a lot of dust. I feel like a rag doll out here. I'm getting pushed so hard. Finally out of the wind. Even though it was a short day, I'm just gonna tell you right now, that was not easy. It was like someone was jostling me around, pushing me side to side, and I just had to keep walking. We got a break, baby. We have a break coming up tomorrow. Maybe I'll walk tomorrow, maybe not. I won't be doing much walking over the next 5-6 days. And I'm pretty excited, I can't lie. And then hopefully it'll give me the motivation to hit the middle third of the country with as much passion as I can give it. Double banana, or sorry, the double berry banana pancake slam. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, thank you very much. This is the way. So glad I didn't have to sleep outside last night. It's almost 9 o'clock and it's still below freezing. Grateful for a hotel. Just want to acknowledge that. That's a wrap on week 6, I think is the video that we're on right now. I'm sort of as in it as you can be. You can only judge a place once you've been there, once you've met the people. And based on the people that I've met, the people that have pulled over, yes, some of them may have been troubled. Maybe aside from the 2 guys that were following me. Everyone just wanted to help. Everyone was just looking out for me. So I really appreciate that. And if I had judged these people, the people that have stopped before I actually spoke to them, maybe I wouldn't have stopped. Maybe I would have just kept going and ignored them pulling over on the side of the road and trying to get my attention. I don't know. Yeah. Theme this week was open-mindedness and toughness, mental toughness. Thank you all for watching if you've made it this far, and I really appreciate all the support and all the donations that have been coming through. You guys have really been keeping those projects going. Yeah, gonna enjoy some good time off, just rest the body. It'll be cool to realize what a fresh body feels like again. So anyways, thank you guys. Catch you on the next one.